don't usually have fairy lights in my bed. These are literally just here for visual intrigue. Do you feel intrigued? So a few people have been asking me how to stop overthinking, and lol, whenever I see comments like that, I'm like, mate, you are in the wrong place for that. But I just want to have a word on overthinking, and that I don't think it's always a bad thing. And in the efforts of making you feel less alone, here's the thing I've been overthinking recently. I'm making 40 videos in 40 days, and that is hard to make that much content when you do so much other stuff. So like, for context, I have a full-time job and I like do some freelance stuff on the side, and I have like many social lives. And so far in this project I haven't really given up any of it. I can say I'm probably going out like about the same amount, and that probably needs to stop for the next 20 videos because obviously I feel like I'm getting ill, I'm really tired. But it also means that I've been trying to make content from the things that I'm doing in my day-to-day life. Two things I overthink about vlogging. Several times during this project I've tried to make content out of the things I'm already doing, and that usually means meeting up with people and connecting with them. Sometimes that's worked really well, like in the case of like say Jackson, but sometimes it just hasn't felt right. It's felt weird and I haven't wanted to force it, and my impulse is always about being in the moment and not the content that I'll get out of it, which I'm like really glad about. But I also think it'd be really cool to have recorded some of those conversations, or at least recorded where we'd gone, and I just felt weird about getting a camera out, and I don't know why. And I think because for me having a camera there doesn't really change or alter the atmosphere too much because I'm so used to it, but I guess I'm scared for people who don't make YouTube videos, or even for people who do, it does alter the experience, and I never want people to feel like it's more important that I'm getting content out of them than it is than hanging out with them. So I often like start filming and then just stop. And I'm always torn between thinking it's really cute that we want to like effigize ourselves and our moments and stuff, but I also am worried that it's like this big brother thing of like the thing that Orwell didn't predict, is that we would want to film ourselves and like survey ourselves all the time. And then I start thinking about the out-of-body experience of society, and how maybe if we watch ourselves so hard we stop being, or we stop becoming what we would be. Meanwhile, while I'm thinking all these thoughts, my real friend in real time is talking to me about real things in the world, and I haven't been listening. The second thing I always overthink about vlogs is like the big vloggers, like the people who are big and they just share their lives. This might sound bratty of me, but I just like sometimes I can't watch them because me, like so many people in normal life, have to go to work, and work at the present time in the century that we live in doesn't really present a lot of freedom. Maybe in the future it will. In the past it probably presented a lot less, but at the moment, you know, like I sit in an office on an island of 8 desks for 8 to 9 hours a day, and when I look over my screen all I see is hundreds of other people sitting at their desks. And that's what I do most days. Would I like to be freelance? Hells yes, but we've said again that that's not always realistic for everybody. I'd love to make that reality at some point. But I always think it must feel weird for people who just have to like sit at their desks every day, because that's just the reality of life, and some people even like it, some don't think it's bad. But I always think like, do daily vloggers ever realise that like when they show like what they do over a period of a week, it's the least relatable thing ever? Or maybe people do think it's relatable, or maybe it's aspirational, or I don't know, like I really love watching travel vlogs and when people like do something out of the ordinary, but watching people's day-to-day lives when they're so different to mine just makes me jealous, maybe? I don't know. When we think about daily vlogging as the most raw and honest and intimate and relatable content on the internet, I have to kind of think like, no, I don't know. Just because you've captured something on film, like, is it honest? I don't know. I could vlog one of my days if you want. I don't think I'm even allowed to film at my work, so what do you guys think about vlogging? Do you enjoy it? Do you want me to do some vlogs? I don't know. More interestingly, what do you overthink about all the time? Please tell me in the comments below. I am filming 40 days during Lent, and that is why my nose sounds like this. If you'd like to watch the playlist, you can click here. Do subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you in my next video. Frog Snog out.